Welcome to Beacon Heights University, where excellence is not an option, it's a requirement. Please let me help you.
So don't push this.
Just let this go.
It'll just make everything worse if you start asking questions. Is it okay to murder a murderer?
Murder can be justified.
I have thought about him dying in a lot of different ways. People plan and God laughs.
Oh man, people are so crazy pumped for this. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pumped for it too.
Yep. The reaction so far that you're hearing, like there is this thing that you could feel the
Absolutely.
anticipation with this, right?
Which I'm so happy about. I mean, our fans are so loyal from PLL, and we're just excited to see what they think. But the great thing about this show is that if you've never watched PLL, you're going to fall in love with it, and you don't need to know the backstory.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's very captivating, and being able to play Allison again is so fun. And this is such a new version of her. So it's a great thing as an actress to not be bored with a character you've played for so long.
How long was she out of your life before this happened? What was the gap?
About 2 years.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Did
2.5
you miss her?
years. Of course.
Yeah?
I mean, it's like it's just so natural to play her.
Yeah.
And I've been really lucky to have done some crazy things playing Allison. I got buried alive. I was in jail. I was super mean. I blinded somebody. I mean, the list is just really long.
All of it.
And now I get to be the nice person and trying to make a difference.
Yeah, so what's
it's been very
new
good.
about this? Like, was there hesitation in knowing, like, okay, what's going to be new for me to do this?
Right. Well, she's got very good intentions. She wants to be a better mom and a better wife. And it doesn't always go the way that she plans. But her reason for being in Beacon Heights, which is this new town, is to get her degree and go back to Rosewood and be able to teach at their local college.
Okay.
But it doesn't really happen according to her plan. It's the first murder in Beacon Heights,
Right.
which, of course, Allison's there for that. Very convenient.
So there are familiar things for the fans.
Absolutely.
But when you went into this, did you have sort of, I don't want to say stipulations, but how much did you want to see the character grow or evolve?
I mean, you know, it's kind of always nerve-wracking when you're doing a spin-off.
Yeah.
But what I love about Sarah Shepard, who wrote PLL and wrote The Perfectionists, and what I love about our producer Marlene is that they're never redundant.
Right.
It's a new mystery, and you're going to fall in love with these new characters. And really my stipulation was just wanting to make sure that we stay true to Allison, but that we have a different flair with her. And I think we accomplished that. I can't wait to see what the fans think.
Yeah, and Kaylee's wondering, what has been your favorite part of Allison's character development?
Oh my gosh, just these new layers. I mean,
Yeah.
I always knew that Allison had this wisdom about her, but I love the way that she interacts with her students, and she can kind of see through all of their, you know what I mean.
Yep.
Galmi's wondering, what other show on the air would you love to be on?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that is
that's
a
a huge
long
list, yeah.
list. That is a hard question. I don't. But the first thing that comes to mind is Game of Thrones. I'm a big
Oh,
Game of
yes.
Thrones fan. Yeah, but I can't because
Right, I think they've wrapped shooting.
I'm not British.
Right.
It's a distant dream.
And Nelson's just wondering, showing off the earrings. He's loving the earrings.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
I love emeralds.
Yeah, Nicole's wondering, do you miss filming with the other main characters from Pretty Little Liars?
Of course.
Yeah.
We're such a close family, and we always will be. Definitely soul sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And what I loved about that was that we were all very different people, but we still connected so well, and we still do. And big things are happening in their lives as well as mine, so we're very supportive of each other. And hopefully there'll be, a season 2 with some fellow friendly faces.
Yeah, I know some of them have been talking about like whether or not they would come back for
Yeah.
the spin-off. Like, is it hard to find that balance? Like, obviously you want to honor the old fans, but you want to start something new
Something
at the
fresh
same
and
time.
something
yeah.
new. But I think as Allison becomes more of an adult, so are the other characters. And actually, side story, Troyan is directing, and she's a brilliant director.
Oh, yeah.
So I think she would be very happy to direct if we have a season 2. And I think that would be so awesome to kind of connect with her on that level again.
Yeah. Kaylee was wondering, what's your favorite part of working with the new cast alongside Janelle
Yes.
and PLL Memories?
Janelle and I are honestly such good friends, so this is just really fun for us and such a treat. Our husbands like each other, like we double date, it's really great. But this new cast is amazing, and I'm so blessed that I got this lucky to be on another show with really great people that I actually enjoy being around. You're going to fall in love with them. Sophia, Sydney, Eli, and specifically Eli, who this is his first role.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
really?
incredible. He is such an amazing actor, and everything comes so naturally to him. And to be able to see him and just see how he's growing is so awesome. But Sophia and Sydney are so great as well. I think the fans are just going to fall in love with them.
Yeah, Ricardo's wondering about what's it like working with Sophia.
She's great.
Yeah.
I mean, she's so natural too. And it's just so fun to see how they're playing these characters that are also so loved.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of difficult because they're also from a book series. You know, fans of that book series are going to react to it differently. But I think that they're playing them so well and that it's just going to be really well received. And the little changes that Marlene has made to the characters, I think are fun and endearing and are a little different for the Perfectionist fans to see on camera.
Now, I'm a bit in the dark about this, but people keep on bringing up this one person, I guess. Is there going to be an Emson wedding?
Emerson, okay.
Emerson, sorry.
We're technically already married, so unfortunately not.
Okay.
But we're already married. So Emerson.
Oh, that's like your couple name.
That's our couple
Oh,
name.
gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay,
That's our
gotcha.
ship. That's our
Okay,
relationship name.
It's like, who's this Emerson people keep saying?
Yeah. So we're already married, and we've got beautiful twins.
Alberta just wants to know, will we see, what can I change this word to?
Let me see it. Oh, you can say bitchy.
Okay, will we see Bitchy Alley?
Yes, actually, you will. Her old self comes out a little bit. You know, when
Okay.
necessary, it's always there. It's in her back pocket, and she has to use it a little bit.
Yeah, but are you feeling the pressure about this? Like the premiere coming up, like people are asking, what are you going to do for premiere night?
Well, we're going to be in New York. We're
Yeah.
going to be celebrating live and tweeting live, watching the pilot, and which is, I mean, so fun. And we did that for PLL, so it's another, you know.
So awesome.
Yeah, I'm so
great.
glad that we get to do that and connect with the fans on that level.
And that's the thing, in terms of the social media aspect of both, Pretty Little Liars and this new show, like, that's such a huge part of it now. Like, you have to
Absolutely.
do that kind of stuff in order to connect with fans.
Yeah, I think what was so great about PLL was that we started basically when Twitter was getting popular. And so we were able to connect with fans all over the world, and that made a huge difference. And The Perfectionist is a social level on a different level.
Yeah.
Part of The Perfectionist is dealing with social media in the negative way, where people are watching you all the time, and it's just surveillance and who's watching you when, and is it for good reasons and bad reasons. There's a lot of dark things that we talk about in The Perfectionist. Not, you know, there's a murder, there's tons of mystery, there's tons of lies, but there's this different aspect which I think kind of is a little too close to home, which is going to make people feel really uneasy. But we get to talk about all the positivity that comes from it too with our fans on social media, and it's just a fun way to connect and be different in that way.
We've seen a few times where fans can save a show. Fans can bring a show back. Fans can help a show move to a different network. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
The power that fans have now is a power that we have never seen in the business.
It's
How
so
much
different.
of what you guys are doing now is to be attributed to those fans?
Well, I think we're catering to them in a lot of ways. And, you know, what I actually talked about with Marlene recently is as much as we are connecting with them on social media, we're also not necessarily following all the trends. I think Marlene was really amazing with PLL in ways of talking about the things that were current without making it kind of taboo. And I think we're doing the same thing with our show. But you're right, there's a lot of power in viewers and fans and what they want to watch and what they care about. And I think we're covering those things in a you know, not necessarily a realistic way, but it'll make you feel the same. Exactly.
Yes.
In our way.
One more fan question. I like this question. Ricardo says, are we going to get to know what happened between the 2 or 3 years between the Pretty Little Liars finale and the first episode of The Perfectionist?
Yeah, we do touch on it, and in a way that, you know, if you haven't watched PLL, it won't make a difference. But for instance, Mona talks to Hannah a lot, and I check in all the time and FaceTime with the kids, and so you will see a lot of our nods to PLL that will come across really well, I think.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.